Hey y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all. This is going to be a quick pop in. I'm not going to hold you guys long. All right, let's get into the live. Hey, Rose, and hey, everyone else coming in. Let's go ahead and get started. Everything said in this video is alleged and, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, let's jump on in. Give me 1 second, y'all. Whew. Sorry, y'all. Like an eyelash going in my eye. Hey, y'all. Hi. All right, let's get into it. All right, first topic. We've been talking about Stefon Diggs. Of course, you guys know this week he got his not guilty verdict, but his chef is still talking, and she's still showing receipts online. But my thing is, why you didn't show these in court? This might, would have got your case won. But, you were being a little insubordinate in the courtroom. The judge had to get on your ass as well. So you irritated the judge. So they really weren't trying to hear what you had to say. But Stefon Diggs' ex-chef speaks out after the not guilty verdict and shares alleged unseen text of the conversation she claims led to the alleged assault. Said that not guilty does not mean I lied. This is what she's saying. So she said that a guilty verdict does not erase what happened to me. Not guilty does not mean that I lied. Not guilty does not mean that I am broken. Not guilty does not mean that I will disappear. Ooh, so could she be spinning the block still on some type of lawsuit as related to the not guilty verdict? She still could come back and try to sue for something else. She obviously wants money because her attorneys did reach out to him to ask for $5.5 million after he had already offered her $100K to make this go away. But she chose not to take the $100K, which then they got the not guilty verdict, which meant she didn't get anything, right? A lot of people say, well, girl, you should have took $100K and went on about your damn day. That rhymed, didn't it? But she chose not to do that. She continues by saying, I know what I lived through. He knows what happened, and the people who know him know the truth too. So I said the other day, it's possible that he could have paid, if he was offering to pay her $100K for her silence, it's very much so possible that the people who maybe testified for him in this case, or people who witnessed said altercation between the chef and Stefon Diggs, maybe they were offered money to, hey, you don't see nothing and you don't say nothing. It's probably one of those. Who knows? Allegedly. Let's get into this. Oh my God. All right. So she says, some people pray that you stay silent. Some even try to put their silence in writing. She says that I went to trial. I took the stand. I told my truth. I was exhausted emotionally, physically, spiritually. I didn't want to keep going, but I knew that I had to. This process showed me how quickly a woman can be questioned, judged, doubted, and broken down for speaking up. It showed me how hard it was, it showed me how hard it is to stand against someone with power, fame, money, and protection around him. She goes on to say, I refuse to be silent. He tried to make me sign an NDA. He offered me $100,000 to recant my statement, and no amount of money would make me lie. She says, after everything I experienced and witnessed, especially in that house, I refused. I will always refuse to sign away my voice. She said, the verdict hurt, but what cuts deeper was hearing events described in ways that I know were not true, and realizing how little the system did to protect me, prepare me, or treat me like I matter. The verdict does not erase what happened to me. Not guilty does not mean that I lied. Not guilty does not mean that I am broken. Not guilty does not mean that I will disappear. Says, I know I lived through, or what I lived through. She says that he knows what happened, and the people who know him know the truth too. So this is what his chef had to say after the not guilty verdict. Okay, so she's putting the text messages up here. I will drop the link in the chat so that you guys can read it at your leisure. Okay, because it looks like my thing is, did you submit this to your attorneys, to the courts, to say, hey, this is the conversation right here leading up to and after the actual assault? This may have assisted you in winning your case, because it looks like there was a lot of conversation between the two of them, as you guys can see me scrolling through, that could have definitely helped out in her case, right? I don't be understanding why people want to come after the case has been thrown out or dismissed and want to be putting up all types of text messages and all types of, evidence then, like shit, where it mattered was in court, right? I can sit here and read text messages all damn day on my screen, but if you didn't show that shit to the judge and to the attorneys and to the prosecutors, then what are we doing, right? Like, girl, let's go ahead and get these in there, child. Let's get it in the chat so y'all can pull it up at your leisure. I ain't about to read through that shit because I don't care like that, right? You let a nigga choke you out and then offer you $100K, and you take your ass in court and you had all this evidence right here on my screen between you and him, when you should have been giving that to the judge. Girl, I'm still scrolling, right? He probably said, yes, the fuck I did choke you. And you probably responded, yeah, nigga, and you left a mark on my neck. That's the shit you're supposed to show the judge. What am I supposed to do with this information now? Besides just read it. I ain't about to do it. But anyway, get somebody else to do it, girl. I ain't got time, okay? It's Friday. Hell, I'm ready to go get me a drink and get in the streets. Woo, bitch work hard today and this week. All right, let's get into the next topic. All right. Yeah, y'all can read it at your leisure, honey. Don't read it now because we live. But after the live, y'all can go read it, okay? Don't be leaving my live to go read them stupid ass messages. All right. You ain't going out tonight. That's a good thing you can do, child. Be all in their business and read the message. Be like, what? Girl. That's how you got to read them. You got to be, that's how I be. What? Girl, I know you did not say that to him. Girl. That's how you got to read them like that. You got to put all that in it to make it, make it hit right. All right, so shout out to No Chaser. Y'all do that when you be reading something real juicy, like, bitch, I know you fucking lying. Oh my God. Girl. That'd be me. I'm so damn dramatic, y'all. I'm so dramatic. I'm like, bitch, I know you fucking lying. Like, oh my God. Girl, I can't even read no more. That'd be me. Girl, I cannot read no more. Oh my God. All right, so Peter Thomas reveals, and I told you guys day before yesterday, that Todd, child, the one to stay in Candace's house and not paying no rent still, all right, even after divorce, his ass supposed to be moved out. But now Peter is doing an interview with my girl, Michelle ATL, and I love her. A lot of people don't like her because they think she messy as fuck. So am I, okay? So maybe that's the connection between me and her. I don't know. I like her, all right? I like her commentary. She be having good tea. I love her, all right? And she's in the, hey, I'm gonna have to see if I can link with her one time. Like, let's go get a drink and let's share tea or something. I don't know. But anyway, Peter Thomas, they used to be married to Cynthia Bailey, okay, who's mad at her because she wouldn't come see his ass in jail. They ain't even together. Peter Thomas reveals that he signed on for Todd Tucker's new project. Now, I told y'all a couple days ago that Todd had a reality show coming. They did not want to talk about what the reality show was about, but Peter just could not keep his damn mouth shut. So he reached out to his good friend, Michelle ATL, and says that it's rumored to be involving the former Real Housewives of Atlanta husbands. Now, we all know one of the husbands is no longer with us. I'm so sad. Greg. Okay, Greg Leaks, honey. He would have been great. He would have been a great addition on the show because Greg was that dude. I love Greg when he was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. I did. Greg was different from all of them. Greg was like the daddy of everybody in the group. And he was funny as hell. Okay. But he is no longer with us. So it's giving that Todd is going to round up all the guys who were husbands or significant others on this damn show that he's creating and trying to get a little clout, maybe. I don't know. That's his area because y'all know he used to work with Bravo as like a producer, right? Around the same time that Carlos King worked. And they both got fired. Something like that. So it appears, according to No Chaser TV, shout out to him, it appears rumors that Todd Tucker has been putting together a project involving former Real Housewives of Atlanta husbands are substantiated as Peter Thomas confirmed to Michelle Brown, which we know her as Michelle ATL, that he has signed on to Todd Tucker's newest project. So it looks like he's been giving out contracts to the fellas, and most, if not all of them, have signed on. And it looks like it's going to be, a shit show too. I might watch an episode just to see what it's giving, right? I mean, Peter was okay on TV, but we're going to have to see who all would be casting. We already know Apollo is going to do it because Apollo was definitely a husband. Apollo is very, very good friends with Peter as well as Todd. So I don't see him not being on the show. Okay. I definitely see him doing it. So I'm not sure who else would be on there. They said, would Matt be there? Matt is in jail for assault. I just told y'all, this fool in the chat asking, is Matt going to be there? Matt shall not be there because Matt is in jail for theft and for domestic violence, for punching his girlfriend in the face the other day. I just told y'all, okay? The nigga is violent. He was on his Jasmine Sullivan on the damn show, busting Kenya's windows out her damn house. So, yeah, he ain't going to be there because he's going to be in jail. All right, but we'll have to wait and see whenever this comes out. There is no release date as of yet. As we get that information, I will give it to you. All right, I'm pretty sure Michelle will get it first, and she has direct connect with Peter, who is, you know, talking like a damn woman. He can't keep shit, because the other day they was like, oh, it's so tight that we can't talk about it, and here we are today. What, 2 days later, and girl, he is singing like a mass choir about this damn show. So I will be, you know, I'll be nosy and checking back in to see what we can find out. And when I find out, child, so will you. All right, let's get into a rest in peace, child. Probably should have put it first, but you guys may remember this person also from Real Housewives of Atlanta. You guys remember when Cynthia Bailey was getting ready to get married to Peter? This guy here on my screen, Kythe. You guys remember Kythe was the person who put the wedding together. He also knows Cynthia. He was with Cynthia. Well, not with her, but he's been a longtime friend of hers ever since she was like a supermodel back in the day, right? He's like a designer. Now he was doing what I think like event planning and promotions and stuff like that. He has his hands in some of everything, but renowned. Let's get into it. Straight out, shout out to No Chaser TV as well on this. Rest in peace to Ky Brewster. Okay, Cynthia Bailey speaks on the passing of her friend. Like, I know she was talking about that because she seemed to be so tight with Kythe, but rest in peace to him. When I went back and I said, oh my God, when I saw his picture, I said, I remember him from somewhere. And then I remember, oh, he was from Real Housewives of Atlanta, helping Cynthia get her wedding together when she and Peter got married, right? So renowned couture, modern fashion designer, and celebrity stylist Ky Brewster has passed away at the age of 60 this past weekend. Wow. Now, with celebrity clients that included Beyonce, Janelle Monáe, and Juliana Moore, many longtime reality TV watchers may remember his appearances on Project Runway and The Real Housewives of Atlanta, as he was dear friends with Cynthia Bailey. Y'all remember, we're going to take a look at this clip here in a second. Cynthia provided comments on TMZ on his passing. She said that he was more than just an incredible fashion designer. He was family to me, like a brother. He was truly a visionary and so far ahead of his time creatively. Yeah, he was. Like, y'all know he actually designed her wedding dress when she got married to Peter. I was like, okay, she had all this stuff going on up here. She like a little Cinderella. I was like, come on through here, Ky. And he set up all the decorations. Like, dude really does have, well, did, because he's no longer with us. He did have a great eye for fashion and decor, and child, he was just real bougie with it. I was like, okay, if I could have afforded you, child, I probably would have had you. Well, I don't know if he was doing, well, he probably was. I would have had you, set up some shit for me. But let's get into it. So she continues by saying that he always encouraged me to embrace my individuality and never be afraid to take risks with my style. Says that I trusted his vision completely because he had such a special gift. Beyond his talent, he was kind, loving, supportive, and deeply loyal to the people he cared about. That's a good person, right? We need more people like that. Rest in peace to Mr. Ky Brewster. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this clip to give you guys a reminder of Kythe on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all ready?
It's not too late. We can still run. We've got a car outside. It's loaded with gas. We can just drive to Savannah.
Y'all know, many of y'all know that Kythe, I think he had like gastric bypass or something because he dropped like a substantial amount of weight. Let's take it back because I feel like I was watching it before, and yeah. Let's do this.
A line was drawn for me that.
Okay, and then vote.
What'd you make again, Bob?
I have sausage, niece, bacon. I have eggs, fruit.
I'll have some eggs and maybe a little fruit.
What's wrong with you?
No oranges. Hey, Mama. Good morning.
Good morning.
She's away.
Hey.
It's your wedding day.
At the end of the day, as usual, my mom stepped up with the $3,000 to pay for the liquor for the wedding. So the wedding is still on. It's happening.
Oh, Cynthia, you really picked up with the drinking.
You think?
It's not too late. We can still run. We've got a car outside. It's loaded with gas. We can just drive to Savannah.
Y'all remember Cynthia was wearing the You Big Dummy t-shirt and was getting ready to marry Peter. Ain't had a dime. Her mama had to step in and give up $3,000 so they could just have a bar, an open bar at this damn wedding. They didn't have wedding rings when she got married to Peter. I said, girl, all of the damn red flags were there and you just ran out. You ran over all the damn flags. And now you see how that shit turned out. The nigga, he wound up owing you thousands of dollars that he never paid you back, right? You guys are divorced and he's a total asshole now. And he still expects Cynthia to be there like he was his wife. Like I said, when he went to jail for the tax evasion situation, he was like, Cynthia haven't wrote me. She hasn't even come to see me while I was in here. I was like, you do have a girlfriend, right? So why would she come and do more for you than your own girlfriend? He's dating some younger girl. Like, why would Cynthia be coming back and forth to the jail when you have a whole girlfriend? That was your ex-wife. Okay, yeah, I ain't coming to see your ass. Okay, pay your taxes like everybody else. Sorry that you're in there, but I ain't about to be no damn pen pal. So you guys remember Kythe. I ain't gonna play too much of it because y'all know, child, I don't want to have to edit. But that is Kythe. Again, you guys probably remember him with a recent picture because he did lose a lot of weight. But shout out to Kythe, man. Rest in peace to Kythe. Condolences. Yeah, and prayers up for Cynthia. I know she's taking it pretty hard. Let's get into the mess over here with Simon. I feel like I'm talking about Simon every day now. Simon is working on. I ain't got but one nerve left, and he on it. Shit. Like, we've been talking about Simon for the last 3 days now. Okay, damn. Is it going to be a Tony Braxton moment? 7 whole days of this bitch? Like, damn. 7 whole days of Simon. I can't take no more. All right, get over it. You are divorced from Falynn. You are divorced from Portia. What more in my Tyrese voice? What more do you want from me? Shit. I'm tired of talking about him. All right, so Simon Child, Guobadia is what I named him. Calls his ex-wife Falynn and her new spouse disrespectful clowns after Falynn tried to debunk his video of her allegedly cheating. He says that I learned that my wife was cheating from the nanny. Again, what relevance is that now? Because the two of you haven't been together in some years, and you've gone on to marry Portia since you've been with Falynn. Falynn is married now with the family. Simon, you're dating some younger woman that I saw, because I do follow you, right? Portia is over there getting carpet munched every fucking day. So what are you hoping to get out of this by pulling all these receipts? The other day it was some videos of Falynn sneaking Jalen in the house when y'all, like, what are you hoping to get? It's given that you are having separation anxiety, or you can't let it go. Maybe you're having a mental breakdown. Maybe you're sitting on the internet and you're seeing the people that you were with now happy since they're not with you. Like, what is it? Like, at this point, you might need to go ahead and get some grief counseling. No, they're not unalived or nothing, but damn, you might need some grief counseling. You might need some psychiatric therapy. You might need some shock therapy. Like, whatever it takes for you to get through this, go lay on somebody's couch and talk this shit out. Okay. Now, Simon goes on to say, let's read it. I learned that my ex-wife was cheating from the nanny, not the CCTV that only confirmed it. He said that meanwhile, you were both busy planning where to place a crib in a house that I wasn't even obligated to pay for under the divorce settlement, but did anyway, out of kindness for your unborn child. Hashtag disrespectful clowns. So do you want the money back for this damn crib that you spent? Is that what it is, Simon? Like, what do you want? The money back for the money that you spent for this damn crib for her? Like, here he is again. Receipts of the cheating of the ex-wife. 2021. We're in 2026. This nigga done wretched, as the old people call it. He done wretched back. I know it's back. He done wretched. That's the past tense, okay? In 2021, we don't give a damn about what happened in no damn 2021, Simon. You the only one that's going back and looking at old text messages and shit from people used to date. You've been married 4 times. It's you at this point, okay? It's you. Falynn is happy with Jalen. Portia is happy getting her carpet munched, okay? All right, like, we don't care no more. We don't care no more. We don't care no more. All right, so the Falynn response to, and we already read all of these. I'm not going to read them again. Just to give you guys an update that Simon is still out here producing receipts on ex-wives and people that he used to deal with because he's still bitter, like a little bitch over there. Like, get over it, Simon. Damn. I'm not about to read all this shit. Let's just skim through so you guys can see. That's the video he showed of Falynn and Jalen, okay, cheating on him, allegedly. All right. Again, I got to go look at the video of Falynn. She just did a video with podcaster. I can't remember her name, but I know exactly where to go find it if I need to. So I need to watch that at some point this weekend so that we can talk about it. But these are the messages. Again, I'm not reading all this shit. I will drop the link so that you guys can at your leisure. Y'all just don't feel like it today, y'all. I've been reading and shit today. I just don't feel like it. Okay. Yeah. So y'all pardon me. Y'all pardon me. All right. I will direct your attention right on to it. There you go. All right, there's more tea for you. All right, so we're going to move on. Let's stop sharing. Simon, get over it, child. Get over it. My God. Somebody else who needs to get over it. Clarissa Shields. I'm sick of her. Okay, I'm tired of her. Now she's coming after bloggers. Okay, she ain't mentioned me, so I ain't going to be mad, right? But when you do, just know when you do, I'm going to be on green, girl. I'm going to tear your damn wig off if you ever mention me in a damn video, all right? Because I do talk about you a lot. I know she be going for bloggers. She ain't mentioned me directly, so we ain't gonna get on her ass like that. But we'll go ahead and entertain what she had to say. All right. She always got something to damn say. While Clarissa Shields calls out bloggers during an interview, social media questions her alleged shady moves towards Remy Ma before a relationship with Papoose and claims that interviewers are dodging the real questions. Well, we ask the questions that we want to ask. You don't get to dictate how we blog, right? Like when you done went over there and messed with a whole married man. You done went over there telling a whole married man to get a second phone so y'all can have a low-key relationship with the same person that you called friend and was following and all in her damn DMs complimenting her on her outfits just so you can go back and replicate them. How that work for you? So let's get into it. The Talk Lounge official says that social media isn't letting up on Clarissa Shields and her past connections to Remy Ma. Y'all know Remy Ma just produced and or put out a diss record that she dissed her ex-husband Papoose, as well as Clarissa Shields. She threw some shots at her as well. Neither one of them took it well, but hey, the song was really hot, and she talked about his manhood and how bad he was in bed and broke and all that. I was like, well, damn, she went straight jugular on his ass. But let's get into it, child. Said that Clarissa Shields sat down for an interview, breaking down the hate she gets. But woo, they say social media says, hold on, girl. One user jumped in the comments saying interviewers aren't asking the right questions and are tiptoeing around the real tea. Really? That can't be me, girl. I don't do that. Said that they specifically pointed at her past connection with Remy Ma. Didn't I tell y'all she was friends with Remy Ma? So it's crazy you are with her husband. Sparking chatter about possible shady moves before things ever got tied to Papoose. I think she always had her sights on him. She was just moving strategically like a normal side bitch would do. Like they sit back, kind of like how Portia did with Simon, right? How she was sitting there in the pool, she was staring at him. She's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be my next victim. You got all this right here, you living like this. I know you got some money. So as soon as Falynn took them girls upstairs, like I told y'all this morning in the Car Chronicles, Falynn said she was gone 30, 45 minutes, and that's all it took for Portia to wean her way right on in there with Simon and turn around and date and then marry his ass. Right? You better keep them hoes away from your man. I always say, bitch, if you don't have no man, if you ain't got no husband or significant other, okay, well, it look like y'all ass is exclusive, you can't hang around me. Not in my man, not me and my man, and not that I don't trust mine, but bitch, I don't trust you. I don't hang around single bitches, especially when it's around my husband. Now, if we gonna all go out, bitch, you need to bring a man. You feel me? I'm just saying, y'all better stop that, because you got some chicks out there that be on that type of time. They're disrespectful as fuck. Okay, again, it's not that I don't trust mine, because I don't expect mine to be out doing no stupid shit like that or giving no googly eyes or nothing. But you got to watch women and other people around your significant other. If you're going out, if you're gonna go out on a date, let it be a double date. Tell that other person, bring a person, and let's all go out together. You know, you just got to watch that person. But let's get into what Clarissa has to say. You know?
How do you make it you on somebody's blog every day, child?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just popping like that. Honestly, I think that people like who I am. They're intimidated by who I am. I mean, it's black girl magic all over.
Bang, bang.
I'm successful. I'm beautiful. And I'm myself. And I think that we live in a world today where everybody is just so fake. So I think that people like me, but these bloggers who are making up stuff, they just trying to, be relevant, get a story, get views because they're broke. Yeah, they're broke. They have to use me for clickbait, so they're broke. And
who would that be? I'm not broke. Who would you be referring to? See, when you say those bloggers, you gotta put a name on it. You can't just put a statement out there and say that bloggers are broke. There's a lot of bloggers out here just making a bag. You look at Tasha K, she's got over 1 million viewers. Armand Wiggins making a bag. Caramel Rail, we're doing good over here. All right? I'm just sorry. You got to put some names on it. Now, you got some people that's probably starting out that's making smaller checks, but it still doesn't mean that they don't have things going on outside of. I don't know why she feels like she's the only person in the world that's successful because, that you're probably the champion, female champion, and, you just signed this new deal. Girl, just because you're doing well, that does not deplete my funds over here or anybody else's for that matter. I can't speak on nobody else's coin, but I'm good. Let's keep going.
Anything I do good, they try to make it bad. So it's just like, I think the proof is in the pudding though. Like $8 million deal, great man, cars,
that you're sharing. Great man that you're sharing. Put that in there.
hair, money, clothes. God bless, favored.
God do not bless mess. Let's just go ahead and throw that in there. All right. God do not bless no woman being with no married man. I'm sorry. I don't know what book you read. That show ain't in the KJV, girl. That's the King James Version. It ain't in there that God is blessing you being with no damn married man when you know he married and you over there fucking off on a married man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. You are sucking sweaty balls for no good reason. But let's continue.
I mean, it just shows. So all the negativity never.
How do you make it? You are.
If you look up Delulu in the dictionary, this would be her. Okay, that'd be Clarissa in the damn dictionary like this by the word Delulu. So let's see. The top lounge says that says she needs to rest. These interviews are about nothing but drama, and nobody is allowed to ask her real questions like why she befriended Remy. And then got with her husband. You better say it again. She is looking crazy out here. See, I ain't the only one saying it, right? So don't be in the comments saying, Karen, you just always have it out for Clarissa. It's right here on my screen. Somebody else feels the same way I do. Clarissa, you look stupid as fuck. Let me go ahead and say it. You do. You really do. I feel like, and I've said it many, many times when I've talked about her in any topic that I've ever pulled on her, I feel like you should really stop reading the comments. Why do you care since you are so rich and famous and have all of this money and hair? Anybody can buy some fucking hair, right? But why, when you have all of these things and you've acquired all of these things, why are you still reading comments from nobodies and people that you don't know that probably are, I ain't gonna say beneath you, that's in a different tax bracket than you, probably a lower tax bracket, who's just on there trolling the fuck out of you because they don't have anything else to do that day? If you are a boss, act as such. If you are a boss, walk like a boss, right? That's all I'm saying. Act like a boss. Bosses don't get on here responding to nobodies, to people who are irrelevant. I sure don't. I don't care like that. You got to get to a point where you don't care. But when you get on here and do that braggadocious stuff where you just feel like you're the only one out here winning and moving and doing some shit, then it kind of makes you look very surface, vain, and stupid is a good word to put right there, right? You look very stupid. Stop sitting in my man. It's not your man. It's yours and Remy's until somebody signs on the dotted line. You sharing a man. So if anybody is stupid out here, it's you, right? I don't care how long you date him. And I said the other day, if Papoose dropped dead today, or if Remy Ma dropped dead today, you ain't getting shit. All them chains you bought Papoose, Remy can come right over there and take them, and you can't do shit. You know why? Even if it was a gift, it's his property. Anything that he owns, money, jewelry, even if she want his shoes to go and pawn them hoes, anything that you bought him, she can come and get it. See how that works? That's the law. Y'all can learn the law. Why you out here side chicks? Let me tell you something. Why y'all out here being so braggadocious about you took somebody's man? Understand. If the other person passes away, or if that person passed away, that man passed away, that wife can come walk up in there and take every fucking thing. You know why? Because it's called joint property. They're still married. Hello? I've seen it happen. Let's keep going though. While Clarissa Shields calls out bloggers, she's still here in this interview. Let's get the next
the good stuff.
Does it ever get under your skin though that they someone's either coming for you or talking about you, like you said, whether it's warranted or not?
I can say that I grew up where the internet had just started getting popping, right? Back when, like, my first Olympics.
Right.
So now that when we have the second Olympics and then I'm fighting for world championships, winning world championships, going to different weight classes, for a long time, I never really even seen the stuff or heard it. Now people have gone so hard on the internet with this thing called clout now that some people have they're using you for clout, and some stuff that I see, because I don't see everything,
right? But
stuff that I
could have swore you do see everything because you respond to everything, so you got to see it.
do see that's bad. It gets under my skin a little bit because it was like, do you not know what I could do to you? Like, do you not know what I would do to you if I saw you in person and you talking like that?
You would be in jail because that would be assault. Your contract is you fighting in the ring. You can't just be out here punching people because you're a heavyweight female boxer and somebody say something you don't like. They can say what they want to do, say what they want to say. It's freedom of speech. You don't have a right because you have a belt to put your hands on somebody. So maybe you need to go back and read the law, because they can sue the fuck out of you if you do. You're going to go to jail and you're going to be sued. So you got an $8 million contract. And if they say I'm suing her ass for $8 million, then you're going to be right back on here talking talking shit and saying, you know, I'm poor now. You know, I used to have $8 million. It's gonna be that, and then Papoose gonna really leave your ass because you ain't gonna have no damn money to keep splurging on him. So keep that in mind too. All right.
Right.
It's not a thing of me being a bully. It's a thing of this is your way of disrespecting me, and my way of disrespecting somebody is whooping their ass. Shines all the good stuff.
In the ring, right? Again, in the ring. If you hit someone outside the ring, my love, that is called assault. All right. And if you hit them hard enough where you cause some damage, you're gonna come up off some real money called doctor fees and pain and suffering and all of that. All right. I'm just saying, I'm trying to help you.
Stuff.
Does it ever get under your skin though that they?
That's the difference. So I grew up in that era where it was like when you disrespect people, like you get handled.
Right.
Now we're in times where everybody hide behind their screens and they never even come outside. So you're never even going to catch these people that talk crazy. So I'm just happy, you know, that I have, you know, God to give me restraint, God to give me guidance on this whole thing. But it only bothers me every now and then. Some stuff, some people are so sad and miserable. It doesn't bother me because when I hear some stuff, I'm like, oh, they're saying that about me, but they really feel that way about themselves because it's not even me that they're saying can't be about me because I'm like,
oh, so when they say, girl, you out here messing with somebody's husband, that's totally about you. Damn sure ain't about me because I ain't doing it. So that don't bother you that people say that about you? That don't bother you that he got a whole wife across town that he still probably sneak and see from time to time? It don't bother you that he won't go ahead and sign the divorce papers? It don't bother you that he still keeps giving you excuse after excuse as to why he won't sign the divorce papers? Because Remy said, hey, all we got to do is sign. Everything's already drawn up. He over here doing disc records and everything. He talking about everything but this damn divorce. A person do what they want to do, right? That's how I see it. So why keep stalling? Why keep pushing it back? Why keep talking about everything else? Why keep talking around the obvious? If you guys are done with each other and ready to move on, I don't feel like they're done. I feel like he's mad. I feel like he's embarrassed for her to continue to do disc records and even give him any type of attention. I feel like she's still hurt, and that's her way of lashing out and displaying that hurt by, through her music, right? By doing a diss record, all the things that she said about him, the way she was feeling, you bad in bed, da, da, da. Most women say that anyway about a man, because there's no fucking way you can stay with somebody almost 20 years and now all of a sudden, now you're bad in bed. Like, was he not bad in bed when you met him and all through those 20 years that you was with him? All of a sudden, now that things have gone bad and your relationship has gone kaput, now all of a sudden, you bad in bed. I'm not staying with about 20 years if you were not giving me what I needed to. Psychologically, mentally, physically, sexually, whateverly. I'm not gonna stay with you for 20 years. But that's, women, we gotta stop that, because that's always our go-to whenever we get mad, is that you're bad in bed. Men do it too. Men, their go-to is, well, your body want all that anyway. Well, you want all that anyway. Well, obviously I was, because you was trying to holler at me and you stayed with me for X amount of time. So I must have been doing something right? Now all of a sudden when we're mad, now we want to point out all the negative shit about each other. So I feel like in my heart of hearts that the two of them still love each other, because there's no way you can be together that long. There's no way you can go through all the struggles that you've been through. And Remy Ma had a baby, so that then gives her a little bit more attachment to him. Women, when you have a child from a man, you're attached to them. It's emotional. It's a connection there. So you can't fall in and out of love. It just don't work that way, especially when it's that much time and that many memories and histories that you have, that much memories and all of that history that you guys have created with the two of you. She knows everything about him. He knows everything about her. So Clarissa, you just coming in like you still a newcomer. It's like you a temp in this situation, right? You know how you hire a temp person at the job? You're just here to fill in until the bitch that went on vacation or is on sick leave come back. You just a fill in. That's how I see it. Women that come out here, or men, let's say men too, because men mess with married women. But if you're out here messing with somebody that's married, you're a temp. You're a temp. They can always go back. They can always go back to where they used to be. And that's the heartbreaking thing. And if he ever leaves her and does not commit to her in the way she wants him to do so, because her head is just literally gone. I don't know if this is her first boyfriend or what, Papoose, but literally this girl is gone in the dome when it comes to him. Like, she is doing songs about, I want to be faithful to my man. Girl, you can't be faithful to a married man. It just don't exist, because he's not being faithful to you, right? girl,
that just don't fit. But when I hear it, I'm like, that person just miserable. We should just like pray for them. That's the difference. So I agree.
don't pray for me, honey. I'm good on that. But what do you think about that? Let me know. They said somebody said you love her black matter. Now I like the fact that she does embrace her skin that she's in. That's good. I'll give her that. But as far as all that other chitter chatter she's talking, girl, shut the fuck up. That's how I feel on a Good Friday. All right. Is that my last topic? Because I told you guys this would be a quick pop in. And it is. That is my last topic. All right. Thank you guys for joining this live. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to comment on all the topics that we discussed. Let me know what y'all think about Stefon Diggs, ex-chef, coming back, still speaking out, showing receipts that she should have shown in court about Stefon Diggs. I feel like she may be gearing up to file another lawsuit. Okay. That's what I'm feeling like. That's what it sounds like from the topic that we just discussed. Let me know what y'all think about Peter sitting down with Michelle Atielian to talk about the logistics of this new show that Todd is putting out there for the Real Housewives husbands. Okay, Real Housewives of Atlanta husbands. All right. Again, there is no date as far as that show as of yet, so I will get back to you guys when they drop that date. Rest in peace to Ky Brewster, the designer for Cynthia Bailey. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about that. I was shocked when I heard that. I was like, oh my God. Also, let me know what y'all think about Simon still dropping receipts about people that cheated on him. Girl. And Clarissa Shields still being Delulu as she always do. All right. That is all we have for this video. Thank you guys so much to my top flight mods. Thank you, True TV Podcast, Rose Armstead, and Tiffany Thomas. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job of modding. Thank you to all of my content creators in the chat. Thank you to all of my caramellians in the bushes as well as in the chat. I will see you guys later. I'm about to get in the streets with my family, honey. I've been working day and night, honey, like Michael Jackson say. So it's time to get out, enjoy, unwind, and all of the things with the things. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will see you guys on the next one. Please don't forget to tap on that like button for me. Please check out Rails World. Please hype up this video as well and comment and let me know how you guys feel about all the topics we discussed. Okay. Love you guys down. Bye.